I'm Pam, 23 years old, and am living happily with my beloved husband. But my childhood was filled with hardships because of my parents and sister. When my sister Hannah was in elementary school, her teacher suggested that my parents have her take an IQ test because she was excelling beyond other students. And it turned out she had an IQ of 140. My parents praised her, calling her a genius, and I also celebrated her achievement. But from that moment on, my life turned into a nightmare. My parents adored her and started ignoring me, calling me a shame and mediocre. My dad graduated from a prestigious private university, and my mom took great pride in his accomplishments. They must have believed that I was unworthy of their love, and they only needed Hannah. So for her birthday, they would buy her game consoles and expensive electric bicycles, while I got nothing, not even a cake. On top of that, they would call her by her name, but I was called you or yo or hey. Influenced by them, Hannah also began to insult me, calling me a nuisance and a worthless person. And also, when I handed my parents a notice from school about a parent-teacher conference. Huh? Why on earth do I need to waste my time and go to that? Honey, can you take a day off from work and go instead? Please?
What? Why me? I'd rather go meet an infuriating client or deal with endless paperwork than attend.
How rude. How about going to the amusement park that day? It'll be less crowded since it's a weekday. Around this time, Hannah began skipping school frequently because my parents thought she didn't need it since she's a genius. That sounds great! Let's go!
Yeah, I'll ask my boss if I can take a day off.
Yes, thank you. I want to wear a costume. Can you buy me a costume and some accessories? I also want to get my hair done.
Of course, I'll do and buy anything for you, sweetie.
But promise you'll get into a good company in the future and support us, okay?
Okay, I'll promise. Unlike that, I'm a genius. I can be whatever I want to be. Looking back now as an adult, I realized they were completely awful, but back then, I was still a child and wanted to believe that they loved me, despite everything. Then, when I was in 7th grade, one day when I came home from school, my mom was chatting with a woman whom I've never seen before, and
she's the manager of the inn where you'll work after graduating from middle school. My friend introduced her to me.
What? Work? Wait, I told you and Dad many times that I want to go to high school. Please.
Even if you go to high school, you'll never be able to get into a university like Hannah, so it's a waste of money and time. Start working and repay us for raising you.
No, it's not right to decide something like that without asking. I yelled with tears in my eyes. Then the manager got pissed and left since she thought I was willing to work there. After that, my mom scolded me, saying, "What were you thinking, seriously?" And I was so distressed. I just had to tell my friend about what happened that day, and all the things my parents and sister had done to me in the past. Then my friend's mother came to my house and told my parents, "If you keep mistreating Pam, I'll contact child service." Fearing being reported, my parents finally allowed me to take the high school entrance exam. However, an even worse situation awaited the day of my middle school graduation. That night, while I was relaxing in my room, my mom suddenly came in and,
"You, come here!"
"Huh? Why? What is it?" Then she grabbed my arm firmly, which hurt bad, and dragged me to the entrance. What is happening?
"Hello, Pam."
A woman I had never seen before was standing there, with my dad and Hannah also present.
"It's been a long time since we last met, so you might not remember me. I'm Mary, your aunt."
At that moment, memories from my childhood rekindled. Right, this woman is my mom's older sister, Aunt Mary. I hadn't seen her since I was about 3 or 4 during New Year's at my maternal grandparents' house. Why is she here now? As I stood there, puzzled, my mom let go of my arm, went behind me, and then roughly pushed me forward right in front of her.
"Don't treat her terribly like that." "Shut up! Don't you dare talk down to me, you loser with a worthless husband. Graduated from a third-rate university. Such an embarrassment." "Ugh. I cut ties with you because you insulted him so much, and now, after 10 years, you contacted me to say you want me to take care of Pam? You are out of your mind."
"What? You're going to give me away to her?"
"Yep, you'll be living with Mary from today, so get the hell out of here."
"What?"
"Someone mediocre like you doesn't belong in our elite family. Mary's household is like that, so it would be perfect for you. Start packing."
Are you serious?" I collapsed on the spot from shock. This is too cruel. This is too much for me to bear. That moment, tears streamed down my cheeks. Why are you crying? Don't you know you're a nuisance to us? Get out!
Yeah, exactly. Having you around would be a really bad influence on Hannah.
My heart felt like it had been torn to shreds. Then at that moment,
How dare you talk to her like that?
she then came up to me, hugged me, and comforted me.
Come live with me, Pam. I can't leave you with these 3 devils here. I don't want you to suffer any more.
And so I decided to pack my things and go to Aunt Mary's house because there was nowhere else to go. She lived in an old apartment with her husband, Uncle Henry. Compared to the house I had been living in, it was small and old, but they both showered me with love, healing my wounded heart and depression, so it didn't matter at all. They filled my days with smiles and affection, bringing me happiness I hadn't felt in a long time. I hated my parents and Hannah, and I thought, I can't let those horrible people get away with this. I'm going to seek revenge. So it was the best feeling when those 3 cried to beg for my forgiveness. After graduating high school, I decided to help Uncle Henry since he started a small company. This was the reason why they lived in that small and old apartment. It was to save money for this. Driven by a desire to repay both of them, I worked hard every day. Then, one day, Is that? When I was standing in front of the major company, Panacore Trading, I coincidentally saw my parents and Hannah in a suit, whom I hadn't seen in years. The 3 of them were walking toward me, talking loudly. I got this. I'm going to become an employee and marry the handsome CEO, Mr. Rye.
I know you'll get a job offer since you're attending a prestigious private university now, and because we raised you with so much love and care. If you get married, which I know you will, our family will become more elite.
We spent so much, but it was worth it. If you become the CEO's wife, our future will surely be in good hands.
Then at that moment, a black luxury car stopped in front of me, and someone came out from the back seat. Is that Mr. Rye? Yes, it was Mr. Rye, CEO of Panacore Trading. Then Hannah, Hello, Mr. Rye, said that and approached him, but...
Hey, Pam!
What?
What?
What are you... My parents and Hannah let out goofy voices when they saw me. They probably didn't understand why I'm here now. It also must be confusing why Mr. Rye called me as if he knows me well. Then the next moment, I realized something. I now hold the card to shock them. Ha! Long time no see, Hannah. What do you want with my beloved fiancé? When I said that, all of them screamed, What? My uncle's company has Panacore Trading as its main client. Through work, he and I met frequently, and eventually we got together. We're now engaged and living together. What? You're Mr. Ray's fiancé?
Are you serious?
That mediocre, shameful loser? No way! Pam? Who are they?
Oh, my real parents and sister. Remember I told you before about the terrible things they did to me? Yeah?
So it's you guys, huh?
God, why is a worthless loser like you his fiancé? Are you frickin' kidding me? She stomped her feet in frustration as my parents exchanged looks of disbelief.
Pam's a worthless loser?
Hearing Hannah's words, he who was next to me muttered that quietly. It seems like neither my parents nor Hannah could hear his voice. Then I said, Here, I brought you your lunch. I knew you'd forget it since you were rushing to get ready this morning after oversleeping. I made it with lots of love. When I handed him the lunchbox, grinning at Hannah, Gah! She then snatched it from him, slammed it to the ground, and even stomped on it. Mr. Rye, I am much better than her. A worthless loser like her doesn't match with someone elite like you. I'm a genius with an IQ of 140, and am attending a prestigious university now. An elite man should...
How dare you ruin my beloved Pam's lunch!
Eek! He suddenly turned red with anger, causing Hannah to collapse on the spot in shock.
Excuse me. So what if you're attending a prestigious university or have an IQ of 140? I love Pam! You can't measure a person's worth or charm by only those. Besides, someone who snatches and stomps on a homemade lunch has no human decency at all.
I'm sorry.
You two, you were okay with your daughter acting like this all along? As a family, you're the lowest of the low.
Lowest of the low?
What? Lowest? Us?
Then I said, Honey, it looks like Hannah's going to have an interview here in a few minutes. Hearing that,
I see. Rejected. Please, Leave, right now.
What? No, why? Please, Mr. Rye, please.
Can you please at least let her have the interview?
The three of them clung to his legs and begged, but his bodyguard got out of the luxury car and stopped them. While the bodyguard held them back, he and I quickly walked to a nearby restaurant for lunch. And then, a few months later, I got a call from a public phone, and when I answered it,
Hello, Pam? Please help us, Pam. I got your number from one of your classmates from middle school, but it seems like Mr. Rye talked about me to the higher-ups in various companies, and now no company will let me have an interview.
He also talked to my company's CEO. Rumors spread that I angered Mr. Rye, and I started being looked at coldly, making me uncomfortable. So I resigned.
yes, he asked me where my dad worked, so I told him. The CEO of my dad's company heard everything about what my dad did to me in the past. And I heard the CEO was quite taken aback. So he ended up resigning, huh?
We have so much debt because of Hannah, and there's no way we can live like this. Dad works in traffic control, and Hannah tried working part-time, but she kept on getting fired due to bad relationships with colleagues. I also work part-time, but having been a housewife for so long, working outside is really tough. Please, Pam, help us.
I'm so sorry for everything.
Please help us! We're a family!
Then I said one word. Goodbye.
Hey, wait, Pam!
I hung up the phone without hesitation and blocked calls from public phones. After that, Hannah kept getting fired from part-time jobs and realized that having a high IQ alone wasn't enough. Being shocked, she locked herself in her room. Her parents were so angry that they kicked her out, saying, "What the hell? We had high hopes for your future and borrowed money." Then, wandering the streets, she was approached by a man and followed him, only to be involved in fraud. A few weeks later, she was arrested by the police and sent to prison. Now she spends her days crying behind bars. Her parents blamed each other for Hannah's downfall and ended up divorcing, but both had significant amounts of debt, and now they each work in harsh conditions in different regions, dealing with loan sharks. Her father, who struggled with physical labor, and her mother, who had barely worked outside, are mentally drained, being yelled at constantly every day. Serves them right. As for me, I got married and now live happily in a new, large house with him, along with my aunt and uncle. Every day is wonderful. Just the other day, when the four of us were having dinner,
I'm so happy that you married to such a wonderful, caring young man, Pam. Oh, and thank you so much for your support, Mr. Rye. Thanks to you, our company is doing well.
No problem. Your company's trustworthy. Plus, you two are the parents of my beloved Pam.
Exactly. My parents are you two, Aunt Mary and Uncle Henry. I'm happy because you two were there for me. Thank you.
No, thank you. We owe so much to you. Thanks to your hard work and dedication, my husband's company's performance has been steadily improving.
I love all of you. Let's keep living happily as a family, making amazing memories together. I'm Paige, an office worker and 27 years old. I've been living with Harvey for 3 years. A few months ago, he proposed to me for marriage, and I'm counting the days to my wedding. It wasn't dramatic or anything, but I guess that's how most marriages are in real life. I've been longing for my wedding for a long time, and I have such detailed plans here and there. Finally, they're coming true in a few weeks. I'm so excited. Harvey didn't have much savings, but I've been saving for this for years. I want to decide the details with him to make it a memorable wedding, but he doesn't seem to care, making excuses for his work. Harvey, can I talk to you about the wedding?
I'm not good at it. You can decide however you want.
However, there are the costumes, guests, food, etc. to think about.
I'm busy and I can be of no help anyway. I won't complain about it later. I trust your decisions.
Like this, he is no help. He's usually a reliable person, but when it comes to this, he's indifferent. Other than the wedding date, we haven't made any decisions about anything. He says I can decide everything, but the wedding is for both of us. With no other choices, I've been planning by myself. There is another problem. That's his family. Harvey cares about his family, which isn't a bad thing, but in my opinion, he's going too far. He prioritizes his mother and sister, and I'm always secondary. Just the other day, we had the same time off. We haven't had the same day off for a while. I have plenty of things I want to discuss with you, like table arrangement and honeymoon.
Those things are not urgent. You can decide on them anytime. We haven't been to my parents' house together for a while. Let's go see them. Mom and my sister must miss us.
Uh-oh, there he goes, his attachment issue. But there aren't many days left until the wedding, and...
Like I said, you do that, please. I said you can do whatever you want.
But I want my wedding for us.
We have a full day today. I want to spend it with my family.
I'm not your family yet? As if he heard me, he said something else.
Helen is shy and she can't get close to many people. She's too frail to work. I want you to be her friend and to help her. Get along with Mom, too.
Harvey adores his sister, Helen, but I don't really get along with her. To be honest, when I met her for the first time, she said things like, "She's too short for your girlfriend." Or, "I'm not sure if she suits my family." Does a shy person say things like these? I don't think she has decent social skills. Also, she says she's frail and can't work, but I wonder if she's just lazy. When I ask her for more details, she always says, "I'm just tired." Her father also says, "Don't just hang around in the house, go out and find a job." To Harvey, Helen may still be a little girl, but to me, she looks like a very spoiled brat. His mom is cold towards me too. Maybe she feels like I'm taking Harvey away from her. Visiting my in-laws is nothing but stressful for me. Why does he love his family so much? Can't you prioritize me every once in a while? I know your family is important to you, but our wedding is a once-in-a-lifetime event. I want both of us to plan things together. I made myself clear, then he got resentful.
You're being selfish. My family is the most important thing to me. You need to respect my family if you become a part of it.
This is going nowhere. When it comes to his family, he's so stubborn and wouldn't budge. I love my family too, but Harvey is a bit odd in this regard, and frankly, I can't keep up with him. That day I caved in and we ended up visiting the in-laws. After their usual onslaught of sarcasm, I returned home very tired. There were several similar occasions after that. I was fed up with it and decided to talk to my sister Phoebe. She always has this superpower to foresee the future, and she saved our family in crisis many times before. I was saved countless times too. I can always count on her advice. So, I have a lot of doubts. I wonder if he really wants to have this wedding, or does he love me at all? Oh, Paige, you were crazy about him just a few months ago, but you had to find out his true nature this way. She reminded me when I started dating Harvey. She said, "Are you sure he's the one?" I was so into him then, and I didn't really hear her words. Yeah, but you know what they say, love is blind, and I was in that phase. I know you, Paige. Once you make up your mind, nothing can change it. Harvey loves you for sure, but wait a minute. Oh, I see it. I see it now. The look of her. What do you see? Paige, you will see some hell. No, seriously? But it'll be all right. In the end, everything will be all right. But I will get hurt. That's what you see, right? If you are true to yourself, things will be okay. And she gave me some more advice as usual. Oh, I'm glad I called her. I felt a lot better after talking to her. A few weeks later, Harvey hasn't changed. He made excuses and didn't listen to me at all. Harvey, can I ask you about this detail of the wedding?
Come on again. I told you to do whatever you like. I'm so tired from work. Please don't bother me.
So we didn't make any progress on it, and I was more and more annoyed. One day he came home from work and said,
Paige, Helen is gonna get married.
Oh, well, that was fast.
She's having a child with her boyfriend who she's been seeing for a while. They said she's gonna have a wedding before it starts to show.
Really? Well, they must be busy with all that.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine Helen getting married. I didn't even know she had a boyfriend.
Huh? Is it something to cry about?
And little Helen, pregnant? I'm shocked.
Are you okay? There he goes again. He is sobbing over his little sister who hasn't even married yet. He believed his little Helen, shy and frail, suddenly got pregnant and is getting married. To his surprise, his precious sister Helen was into dating apps and parties. She bragged to me how popular she was, but apparently she met somebody and is already pregnant. One time she said, "Being a housewife is easier than working. I won't let it go no matter what if I found the best candidate." To me, it was good news. I don't have to see her anymore when I visit the in-laws. Yay! It meant a little break for me from all those in-laws drama. Only I didn't know that I would encounter the nightmare soon after. A few days later. That morning, Harvey told me to be at the family meeting. Am I already a member of the family meeting? Something was telling me it was not going well. With no other choice, I went to the in-laws' house with Harvey, and they were waiting for me. Harvey began his opening statement.
I've been texting back and forth with Helen for the past few days, and I decided.
What's this enthusiasm about? Then what he said next blew my mind.
We won't have a wedding. Instead, I'm going to use that money for Helen's wedding. I'll do anything for my little sister Helen.
What? Where did it come from? I froze and couldn't close my mouth. Wait a minute. What is this man talking about? That is outrageous. Hold on, Harvey. You never told me anything about it.
You see, Paige, Helen's frail and can't work. She doesn't have savings for a wedding. I thought I had to do something for her here as her big brother. I would sacrifice myself for her.
Do you think you're a superhero? You mean me? Sacrifice me. Besides, the money you're talking about is mostly my savings. Oh, this is the hellish encounter Phoebe was talking about. Oh, thank you, Harvey. I love you.
You were always my first proud son.
Harvey looked prideful and ecstatic, being showered by compliments. That's it. I couldn't take it anymore. I was the one he should have consulted first, but he made this big decision all by himself. He went too far. This pretty much says that he doesn't care about me at all. He didn't even realize I was angry and said,
So that's that. Paige, call and cancel the wedding right now.
Ugh, unbelievable. How come he thinks he can order me like that? No, that's impossible. At least I refused it, and he was like,
Do as I say.
Followed by,
Can't you listen to your husband? How come you talk back like that to your husband? I can't believe it.
That's right. Harvey says he's willing to. Just call and cancel it. All right, 3 versus 1, but I'm not gonna. No way. It's time to fill them in. No, I mean, I can't, because it was already canceled. Right, Father? That's right. To tell you the truth, I canceled the venue a while ago.
What? Why?
My father-in-law, who had been quiet all this time, nodded and said,
I suggested that she cancel it. I heard how you were to her, Harvey. I couldn't imagine your marriage would go well, and I suggested canceling the wedding and going back to the drawing board. But you didn't even listen to that.
A few weeks earlier, that day Phoebe told me to be honest with myself, and someone unexpected would help me. That's why I decided to talk to Harvey's father when I had doubts about my marriage. He travels a lot for work and is rarely home, but I remember Harvey said his mom and sister listened to his dad well, and he told me,
I'd be happy if someone like you became my family, but I'm not sure if you'll be happy having so many doubts. I had no idea they had been treating you that way. I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry too.
Probably it's better to go back to the starting point. I'll talk to Harvey.
Thank you.
But if you could reconsider, Harvey, I'll always welcome you into my family.
Thank you. That means a lot. After I talked to him, I made up my mind and canceled the wedding. Since then, he had a couple of talks with Harvey and told him to talk it out with me, but Harvey didn't seem to listen to his father. At first, I was hoping that Harvey might change after talking to his father, but our feelings have grown too far apart and we couldn't go back to the way we were. His father continued to tell Harvey, his mom, and Helen, who were left with their mouths hanging open.
I didn't realize you three were that stupid. Even the wedding expenses were going to be paid mostly by Paige. Harvey, you said you would be taking care of it, so I didn't interfere, but you pushed everything on to Paige at first, and then decided to use her money on Helen's wedding? You're an idiot and a flawed man.
With his roar, the three are frightened and shaking.
Helen, what were you thinking? How do you deserve a lavish wedding when you don't even look for a job and stay at home? And you...
He continued to talk to his wife.
We have been saving up for Helen's wedding monthly. What happened to that? Where did that $30,000 go?
Did we have that kind of money?
Oh no, did she use it up?
You fool!
He was furious. When a calm and soft-spoken person gets angry, it's scary. 3 of them panicked, jittered, and sobbed. They were at a loss for words. When I tried to talk to him, he said, "Do whatever you want." I tried many more times, but he was no help. He asked for it. It serves him right. And then I broke off the engagement with him. I was the one who broke it off, so I couldn't demand compensation, but the cancellation fee and other expenses for the wedding were paid back to me by Harvey with the backing of his father. Harvey didn't do well with his work, and recently he was laid off. He got a part-time job and worked day and night. Helen lied about being pregnant to keep the fiancé, but he found that out and dumped her. The compensation money put her in huge debt all at once. Along with Harvey, she's doing the same part-time job. Harvey's father, fed up with his family, ended up divorcing his wife. He seems to be enjoying his solo life at his own pace. Those 3, Harvey, Helen, and their mother, were kicked out of the house and living together in a run-down apartment. 3 of them should be happy together. And me? I felt refreshed after I broke up with him. I realized I was in love with having a wedding. It was a lesson for me to rethink marriage. I hope I'll find someone I can truly trust and love in the future, but in the meantime, I'll be patient. I'm so glad you could give me that advice, Phoebe. If I had stayed like that, I might have been crying by now. It's all right. You will never end up like that. You always have me to back you up. You're right. With you, there is nothing to worry about. By the way, do you have something you're scared of? Let's see. I sometimes see things accidentally. Like now. There's something around the corner. Oh no, please don't tell me.
I'm Paige, 40 years old and a full-time worker. I started working in this company when I was 22, right after college. They call me a veteran here. They assign me important tasks and my subordinates rely on me. I maintained a good relationship at work. I liked my work and I found it rewarding. But one person came into my daily life and caused me stress. Rebecca started working in my department. On her first day, she introduced herself before others. Hi, my name is Rebecca. I'm starting work here today as an assistant. Oh dear, I memorized my speech, but I'm nervous. My mind is blank. I heard some male employees say she's adorable. That was understandable. I was nervous too on my first day when I had to do the introduction speech. My boss told me to show her around and I gave her a tour of the office. When we stepped into an empty break room. You are Paige, right? What? Yes? Men around here are below average, huh? I got into a decent company to find a high-income man and when it's hard to marry him, but the manager's already bald. I tried to present myself as a cute girl in my introduction, but I'm not sure if it meant anything. Whoa, what a two-face! She's exactly like a cutesy character from a manga! I never knew someone like that in real life. I froze for a moment. There are still clients I can check out. They have a few useful men around. Useful? Yeah, because men are stupid. When I was in college, I used to use this really feminine body language, and I don't know what to do with this paper, and it's due tomorrow. Then they would finish it for me without even being asked. I was startled to hear that. She did the same here, delegating work to male employees, just like in her college days. If she earns money here, she must work. So I told her firmly, Rebecca, you have to do your work on your own. I'll be watching you. I guess they heard me saying this and they all looked at me. By then, all the female workers knew what Rebecca was really like, so they just sighed. Rebecca quickly looked around the room and said, Paige is too harsh. She ran to where the male workers were gathered. What the? They seemed confused and didn't know what to do other than say something to comfort her. I'm not. I was just pointing out to her that she wasn't doing her own work and pushing it on to others. I heard many stories about mid-level female employees harassing newcomers for no reason. This must be it. I wanted to get along with her. She continued to sob, but I saw it. I saw that she was laughing behind her hands that were covering her face. That made me sick to my stomach. I'm not harassing her at all. If you make somebody else do your work again, I'll report to the manager. And I went back to my desk. Other female workers gathered around me and said that they would be on my side. But some men were still trying to make Rebecca feel better. Even though it was an act, men can't leave somebody like that alone. They didn't seem to believe what she said or blame me, though. But she did the same thing again and made somebody do her work the very next day. So I warned her again, and then she did the exact same thing again, running to the male crowd. Oh no, what can I do about her? I had to tell the boss just like I warned her. The manager had a long lunch that day. When he was back, there was some good-looking tall guy beside him. I heard female workers, including Rebecca, whispering about his looks. Is that you, Luke?
Paige! Do you work here?
Yeah, this man, Luke, was a classmate from high school. During that time, his father passed away and he moved to another city with his mother. But when I saw him at the class reunion about 10 years ago, I think he said he was working in his uncle's company. While Luke and I were amazed by the coincidence, the manager introduced him to the office and said that he would be working with us starting tomorrow. Our company wasn't doing well lately, and Luke was called in as a consultant for a limited time. Luke's uncle was an old friend of the CEO of this company, and both companies were in the same industry doing similar things. Luke is a promising worker and is going to succeed in his uncle's position. I'm not surprised. He had a philosophical notion and was mature even in his high school days. We once did class presidents together. The manager told me to teach him around after learning we knew each other. It turned out my desk was between Luke's and Rebecca's. Luke, can I ask you something?
What is it?
I've been having a hard time with these materials. I can show you with that. Which one? What? But... Oh, okay, here. I can show you in detail. Oh, she's finally trying to learn something. When I was thinking about that, I heard Rebecca click her tongue. Huh? Or I think I heard it, but I could be wrong. At lunchtime, Luke and I were having lunch in a break room talking about work. Excuse me, Paige. Can I talk to you for a minute? I was almost finishing my lunch, so I said sure and followed Rebecca. But she took me to the bathroom. You must be kidding! Huh? As soon as the bathroom door closed, she bit my head off. How come you two are so friendly? You went to the same high school, that's it, right? I'm going to take him. Leave him alone, you spinster! What? Good-looking, single, the next CEO. A once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. There's no chance for you! I finally got the picture. She was aiming for Luke and I was on her way. Even though I was right next to her, she went to Luke to ask him to teach her, and I interrupted her plan. I got it, but what on earth is she coming to work every day for? Like you said, there's nothing going on between Luke and I, and we're just old classmates, but you come to the company to work. Shut up! Of course nothing's going on between you two. You're too self-conscious. No boyfriend, no prospects of marriage. In your 40s, you're no longer a woman. Your shelf life has expired. Hey, that's so impudent. I'm your boss, remember? Sure, I don't have a boyfriend or prospects of marriage, but shelf life expired? What do you know about me anyway? Oh, there's no point arguing with this child. I don't care what you say, just do your job. Then I left her. I hurried back to my desk, imagining strangling her. But the wish came true sooner than I thought. It was quite funny. It was almost 5 p.m. the same day.
Paige, are you leaving soon? We didn't finish our talk during lunch and,
Yeah, you are right. I'm sorry about that. Sure. He hasn't changed. He's such a serious worker. What? Leaving? Together? When I heard Rebecca say that, she came up and stood in between Luke's desk and mine. Luke, I'm leaving soon, and if you are too, we can leave together.
Huh?
At that moment, I saw all the male workers' eyes who were nice to Rebecca on her and Luke. You may have a business talk with Paige, but I would like to get to know you as a person. I'm shy and not used to saying things like this, but, would you like to go for a drink or something? Oh my goodness, that was the best I've ever seen! She just won the Oscar. But...
well, I don't want to. I'm leaving with Paige.
What? But you can talk about work with Paige anytime, and you can have more fun going out with me.
I should make it clear at a time like this. But actually, Paige was my first love.
Huh?
I haven't seen her for years, but I think I still have feelings for her.
What are you saying now? Of course I had feelings for Luke in high school, who was more mature than others. Luke? I know I blushed, and then the guys who thought Luke would take Rebecca away from them and the girls who were rooted with me started whistling and cheering for us. I felt embarrassed, uncomfortable, and awkward. Suddenly, I heard a fire drill-like sound next to me. She must have been so humiliated with the veins in her face about to burst. I can't believe it! What do you see in this spinster? Maybe your eyes are rotten. I'm younger, prettier, and more attractive than her from every angle. I was wrong about you. Suit yourself. Your expiration date passed, a leftover in your 40s forgotten couple. You're an embarrassment. I was wrong to come to this company. The worst. There are no faces here to live up to my league. Then suddenly she realized where she was and who was looking at her. Female workers laughed at the show, saying she finally showed her true colors. No, it's not what you think. But it was too late for her to make up for anything, no matter how cute she tried to pretend. Male workers looked disappointed. Some looked pale and shocked at her two-facedness.
Also, I knew you were not doing your work and pushing it onto others. I reported that to the manager. You'll hear from him soon.
About that, I told him the same thing the other day.
Oh, you did too? We were doing the same thing, even in our high school days.
Oh no, could you stop that smile? You're so golden! Yay! The new couple! They all cheered for us. Rebecca hung her head. What did I do wrong? She broke down in tears on the spot. Later, she was fired. She was on the trial period. Luke, who had the unwavering trust of executives, pointed out that the company's performance was declining due to those wasteful employees, which led the executives to decide who they would cut. After that, Rebecca stayed low in the office until her last day, embarrassed. I hope she'll look back on her time here and learn a thing or two. I heard she started working part-time at a store after she left here. Then she had an affair with the store owner. But it was discovered, and the owner's wife sued Rebecca for compensation. When Rebecca's parents found out, they kicked her out of the house. When she wandered about the street, a man came up to her. Having no place to go, she went and stayed with him, who turned out to be a crook. I heard the big news that she got involved in a crime and was arrested 6 months later. It was a serious charge, and she won't be out for a long time. It seems she miscalculated again. As for us, it was an accidental confession that happened in the office, so we decided to start over as friends. But months later, we became official. Luke's temporary contract at our company ended, and he went back to his company, but at the same time, we started living together. The other day when I came home from work... Hi, Luke! Are you home today? Wow, what a feast!
There's more coming. I ordered in some more, and I have vintage wine too.
Really? On what occasion?
Well, have a seat, Paige.
Okay.
Well, Paige, I love you. I believe it was our fate that we reunited. Will you accept this?
Oh my! Luke!
Will you marry me, Paige?
Luke! Thus we got married and became a husband and wife, and we lived happily ever after. I'm Paige, 26 years old, and work at a large department store. I'm not in sales, but back in the office, so I don't meet customers in person. Thank you for calling Pugmax. How may I help you? I look like a laughing Buddha at work. I thought of this in an attempt to have the mind of a Buddha, and I started from looking like it. Lately, as soon as I hear the chime of the start time, I enter this trance-like state. Nonverbal, just the face, like this. Thank you for waiting. This is Paige. How may I help you? I'm a Buddha. I must have a Buddha's mind at work, no matter how difficult it is. Paige, my body and soul, let them be like him so it'll help my work go smoothly. Shanti, Shanti. Since I made this habit of mine, my work began going smoothly, surprisingly. But some saw me like this and thought I was daydreaming. Namely Linda, a supervisor who was recently transferred from another location, and Dominique, who was assigned recently from the food department. They often say mean words to me. Hey Paige, wake up! You've spaced out again. Look at Dominique next to you. Look at her work speed. You look like a forgotten stone doll. It's not a stone doll. Not a stone doll. It's the guardian deity of children. I disagreed only in my mind. I didn't want the conversation more complicated while on duty. What can we do, Linda? Paige is always a sleepy face. Whenever I see her, she seems to lack focus or has nothing to do. She always did a sit-down job. I worked on the chaotic floor and didn't have a moment to waste. I'm jealous of Paige, but a stone doll, just sitting there. Well put, Linda. Linda liked Dominique's comment. Oh, I'll upgrade you. How about a wooden doll? An ornament? Good one, Linda. Exactly. A stone doll to a wooden doll? They were having fun because I didn't talk back at all, but don't be angry, Paige. Have the heart of a Buddha. But it's not good. I was transferred here because I was recognized with my management skills, and there's one misfit in the department. I wish they were all like Dominique, who's fast and efficient. Dominique was in fact an efficient worker who worked in a busy section. She was fast with her tasks, but I couldn't say she was detail-oriented. But to Linda, office efficiency meant everything, so Dominique was a perfect fit. Frankly, Sleepyhead Paige and I earn the same salary. I can't agree with this. I work twice as much workload as Paige. That's true. It's not fair to Dominique. But I can't just fire her. I wish somebody like that would just quit on their own. They're talking stupid. Get back to work. Take one more call if you've time for that. I was saying that in my mind, but kept my serene face. Work, work. I don't blame them for not appreciating the quality of my work because they just came here, but one day they will, maybe. But actually, things got worse. A month later. At my workplace, there was an employee evaluation period semi-annually, where the boss would evaluate the quality of the work. This affects our salary, and it's important to us. But I was shocked when I found my evaluation sheet on my desk. I approached Linda immediately. Linda, is my evaluation C the lowest? Yes, and? But why is it the lowest? C? Yeah, why not? She's C, see? They even rhyme. Maybe I'm talented in rap. Hey, yo, she's C and she sees it. Please, Linda liked what she said and went on singing rap. Sorry to interrupt, but I can't agree with your evaluation. Can you explain why? If she ranks me the lowest, my pay would substantially be reduced from next term. I dropped my usual Buddha face and confronted her. Then she said in a straight face, Well, apparently you're an underperforming employee. Excuse me? Just compare the workload of yours and Dominique's. For instance, from yesterday's data, you took 30 calls while Dominique took 60. She works twice as hard as you. Just do the math. Linda, do you value only the number of the calls we take? What about the quality of our work? Paige, a moment can make all the difference. How many minutes do you spend daydreaming here? The number shows it clearly. Oh no, I knew Linda didn't like the way I worked, but I didn't know it was this bad. I was in complete shock. If you don't like it, the door's always open. I won't miss you. Actually, you'll make my life easier by leaving. I agree with you, Linda. Dominique suddenly entered the scene and stood by Linda's side. The two went on bad-mouthing me. It doesn't make any difference whether you're here or not. I got an A and I can easily handle your workload. You're stealing company money by working only half of me. She's right. We can't afford to pay for the wooden doll. We'll hire someone competent so it'll lead to actual profit for this company. I so agree with you. Put the doll in the trash bin and let's work like work. That's so mean. Even though I didn't agree with the evaluation, the supervisor has the absolute power to decide it. If she sees me as a C-grade worker, there's nothing I can do about it. I had to accept and swallow it, but it got worse. Oh, I'm swamped today. I gotta take these documents to the sales floor. I was back from lunch break and walking up the staircase when Dominique came running down from the top. And she pushed me down the stairs. Hey, you're on the way. Look ahead. Are you sleeping? I'm swamped today. She suddenly pushed me away and I lost my balance in the middle of the staircase and fell down. Oh no! Somebody help! Without any help to care for me as I writhed in pain, Dominique just stood there shouting hysterically. It wasn't my fault. She wasn't paying attention to where she was walking. It's not my fault! You were the one who wasn't paying attention, I was muttering to myself while losing my consciousness from excruciating pain. I was brought to the emergency room by ambulance. They found my arm broken. Since I fell down the stairs, they needed to check my head injury and I was hospitalized. Lying on the hospital bed alone, I was feeling rage at Dominique. How dare she push me down? It wasn't an accident. She intentionally pushed me down because she always despised me along with Linda. I couldn't stand those two any longer. I was trying to keep my calm at work, but this was beyond that. My anger reached its peak. I was no more a calm Buddha mind, but becoming rather monstrous. But actually, I didn't. Monstrous and revengeful to Linda and Dominique? I wasn't. I'm not that stupid because I knew they'd be in trouble while I was lying there. A week later, I was discharged from the hospital and returned to work with my arm in a cast. I stepped into the office where the large number of phones kept ringing. Linda, they don't stop calling. They all have complaints. What's the problem? Linda and Dominique looked at each other anxiously. I knew this would happen. I approached Linda's desk slowly. Looks like you've been busy. Paige, since the moment you left here, the phone hasn't stopped ringing. What's going on here? You don't know why? Because I was handling all the calls before. Huh? Watch and learn. I answered a call for her. Thank you for calling Pugmax. This is Paige. How may I help you? Hello? I bought X at your store, but it's Y and Z. How could you do this to me? I apologize for the inconvenience it caused you. X is Y and Z, is that correct? Yeah, it's Y and I can't use it. I understand that. I use X myself and it surely is Y. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Could you tell me more details, ma'am? We would like to take your opinion into consideration. I tried to be understanding to the customer sincerely with Buddha's heart. The core purpose of my job is to be in customers' shoes and listen to what they have to say. So that's that. But now I think maybe I can use X for M. Now I found a new way to use it. While I was listening to the customer's story, they gradually cooled down and even chuckled at the end. Thank you for understanding. We could have explained more clearly when you purchased it. I'm sorry this caused you trouble. It's okay. You told me a useful tip and I'm glad I called. I'll use your store in the future when I buy some important stuff. Thank you. Thank you for your kind words, ma'am. We hope you will continue to use our store. Have a nice day, ma'am. One is done. I hung up the phone quietly and looked at Linda. I answered and dealt with all the complaints before. When they bought something here and they weren't satisfied with it, I would listen to everything they had to say sincerely and explain until they were satisfied. That's my job. If you don't do this and just mechanically handle the calls, they will call back with more anger. While I was talking to Linda, Dominique was handling the claim calls anxiously. Dominique doesn't take enough time to handle the calls. We don't see customers' faces on the phone, so we have to be extra careful to be understanding and polite. But Dominique apparently rushes the call and the customer feels it. They seem more dissatisfied than before they made the call. I see. I'm glad you're back. Linda seemed to realize the quality of my work finally and showed me a smile. But I laughed it out. Back? No, I'm not back. What? You have ridiculed me enough and evaluated my work unfairly, and I was injured on top of that. Who would stay at a workplace like that? I'm here to hand in my resignation letter and to pack my stuff. And I put the letter on the desk. Oh no. What would we do without you? But I'm stealing the company money and incompetent, aren't I? Dominique said too that it doesn't make much difference if I was here or not. So I'm just doing what you wished for. Please take as many claim calls as you can with the competent one, Dominique. Oh, you got another call.
Paige, wait a second. Will you reconsider?
No can do. I already found another job. I'm with another department store. I'm glad I was doing the job search before I got injured. By the way, my next job is with Puglux, which is an upgraded one.
Puglux?
They'll pay me more. I can't wait to start. I got the lowest evaluation here, so anywhere I go, it'll be better pay. I still have pain from my injury, so I'm leaving now.
Wait, Paige, please!
Linda was still begging me to come back, but she couldn't leave the continuously ringing phone and stayed at her desk. I then walked away from the office with the ringing phones, and I never felt better. Later, I heard that the complaints were so overwhelming at my previous work that the main store decided to close the department and outsource the work. With nowhere to go, Linda and Dominique barely got jobs at a rural supermarket, but they were deemed unsuitable for customer service and began cleaning the bathrooms. I started my new job with customer services at the luxury store and taking calls every day. Thank you for calling Puglux. I kept my Buddha face here too. They say the customers are always right, and it seems to be working.
I'm Paige, 33 years old. My husband Mikey quit his corporate job and opened a long-awaited ramen restaurant just a week ago. I have work, so I help out during the weekends. Here you go, double extra garlic firm. We don't have many customers yet, but I love watching Mikey working hard, making delicious ramen. Nearly closing time, but there came another customer.
Hey, how's it going? We're here for ramen.
Hi, Rhonda. Thanks for coming. She's Mikey's sister, Rhonda,
I'm starving.
and Rhonda's husband, Josh.
Not so busy, huh?
What'd you say? Composed and slightly flashy young girl is their daughter, Valerie. She's reticent, but she's a teenager, so maybe she's in that phase. I showed them to their seats, and they ordered a bunch of stuff: ramen, dumplings, rice balls, drinks, etc. The couple were talking loudly while Valerie was glued to her phone the whole time. By the time they finished, the last customers had left. They ordered a lot, so it was a good sale. The total came to $65.
That's a decent price.
Yeah, cheaper than I thought.
Thanks for coming. We've just opened and we're still unknown. See you later.
We'll be back next week.
Excuse me, the check?
What? Are you going to take money from your family?
Hey, Rhonda, you've got to pay.
Oh, come on. We came over because we thought it was for free.
We didn't ask you to come. So annoying. Huh? Just pay up already. Thanks.
Ha! Is that how you talk to your parents?
Huh? You eat, you pay. Why don't you pay up? You dragged me out here. I didn't want to come.
What? You?
Stop it, Valerie.
Shut up. Then she stormed off.
I can't deal with her. She doesn't listen to us at all. Her clothes are more and more flashy.
She's into weird dancing with friends lately.
I saw her in the alley dancing with some bad girls the other day. I didn't want to talk to her. Aha!
Although her looks are getting flashier.
I was called in by the school many times. She was secretly working part-time. It's prohibited at her school.
Being a mother isn't easy, I guess. While I was sympathetic to them a little, I missed the chance to insist on the bill, and they told us to put it on credit. But they may have taken this as an okay sign. The couple repeated every weekend and would eat on credit. 3 months later, it's been a while since the opening, but the sales didn't increase much. But on weekends, the in-law couple came out and ordered anything they wanted. We were stressed about this. They said, put it on credit every time. But today they didn't show up at the usual time, so I was getting ready to close when they showed up with Valerie. Oh, there they are.
Sorry, but we're closing.
I know that. We came here to talk to you.
Oh no, this can't be good. Valerie seemed to be in a bad mood and avoided making eye contact with anyone. Something happened?
Well, we're having a hard time with her.
She is so rebellious at home. She's secretly working, and look at her hair.
Valerie crossed her arms in a sulky mood and glared at the ceiling.
We asked my parents for help, but they refused, saying they couldn't take care of a bad girl.
What is he trying to say?
She is such a naughty girl that we can't fix her. I want you to keep her here.
What?
Wait!
It wasn't a complete surprise, but still, I couldn't believe they brought up something like that to us.
When she graduates from high school, you can kick her out, but we can't while she's a minor.
As if they were saying if she's not a minor, they would kick her out of the house. Mikey and I didn't know what to say.
How can you say that? She's your own daughter.
He's right.
She is out of my hands.
But she's your responsibility. Besides, she didn't have to spell it out in front of her daughter. I don't mind living alone at all if you can send me money. You're pushing the unwanted one onto Uncle Mikey. What a shame.
What did you just say?
Please, everyone, let's talk calmly. It's okay. You won't be able to handle me either because I'm a bad girl. Whoa, that's quite an icy look. If you two say no, I can live alone. I can live my life freely away from these people. Huh. Valerie looks tough on the outside, but there's something funny about her.
Please, it's beyond me.
But...
I'll be all right. Hold on.
Paige?
I can see... Valerie is saddened by what we're doing here. I might be able to help her. I have an idea. All right, we're taking her in. Everyone was stunned, including Valerie. On one condition, do not come here or our home until Valerie wants to see you.
Don't come here. We can't eat ramen?
That's right. Is ramen more important to you than your daughter? I'll make sure she will graduate from high school, but I'll do it my way.
Paige, what are you...
Huh? Aunt Paige? Valerie, if you come here, I'll treat you like my own daughter. Understand? Huh? Understand? Yes? Is it okay with you, Mikey?
Sure, it's fine by me. That's settled. She's in your hands now.
Don't forget, you can't come in here.
Okay.
Yes, I just got rid of the freeloaders couple. You can look forward to your new life here. I'll discipline you well. Seriously? You're kidding, right? No, that's how we took in Valerie here. Mikey looked confused at first, but he quickly understood and liked my idea. I talked to Valerie and made a deal. I told her that we would listen to her needs, and in return, she must graduate from high school. I wasn't 100% sure if she would listen to me, but she went back to school every day. 2 years later, Valerie is a senior high school student now. We haven't heard from the in-law couple, but Valerie is totally a part of our family now. Today is Saturday, and I'm busy all day helping out at the restaurant.
Hi, Paige. How's business going?
Hi, it's super crowded here thanks to you.
How many people are in line?
About 15. If you have time, please write your name down and we'll call you. Mikey's restaurant is booming and overwhelmed.
It was delicious. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a nice day. Lunchtime passed by quickly. By the time the last customer sat down, it was well past closing time. Thank you for waiting. Please come in now.
No problem. We're huge fans of this place.
They're the last customers for the day, who are a party of 8. Our restaurant had only 10 seats, and they wanted to eat and relax, so they would show up around closing time to eat together. I put the closing sign out, but somebody came in. Sorry, but we're closed. Huh?
No, we're not customers.
Whoa. The in-law couple. They are certainly not customers. I don't recall giving them permission to come here. I'm sorry, but you're not allowed here.
Not allowed? Pick up fried rice.
Mikey called out from the kitchen. I didn't have time for these people now. I need to get the food out quickly. 4 bowls ready in a minute. This one was from Valerie. Then all the customers' eyes were on her. Huh? Ha! After the short shout while performing the intricate dance move, Valerie served the drained noodles into the bowls.
Whoa!
Followed by a quick and exquisite movement of putting the toppings on and then to the counter. Here you go! She then served the bowl with a big smile. The customers roared again.
What was that?
Only the in-law couple didn't get this.
Your draining dance is awesome!
Thank you.
What's going on here?
You guys don't know Val's performance? This restaurant is famous for that. Aside from the great ramen, her performance was bugged on social media.
He meant buzzed. That's right. The restaurant is booming because of Valerie. She was helping out in the kitchen, incorporated her dance move, and we put up the video on social media, which was a hit. Many people wanted to see her performance, and the ramen was good too. Auntie Paige, ready for the draining collabo? Sure.
What?
5 bowls coming right up.
Woo!
Valerie performed the draining move and put the noodles into the bowls fast, and I added a little spin to quickly place the toppings on. Here we go!
Amazing! This is better than the teppanyaki!
I play a supportive role here.
What on earth?
Is happening here?
The in-law couple looked astonished. No wonder, they haven't seen Valerie smile like that for a long time.
Valerie, what are you doing?
What? She noticed her parents' presence and her smile disappeared. And so were the customers. I didn't like the direction it was going. I told you, you can't come in here. Please leave.
We're her parents. What's wrong with coming to see her progress?
Please don't start. I tried to stop them, and of course they didn't listen to me. I can't help it now.
I'm her mother who gave birth to her, not allowed. Ridiculous.
What? Are you really the mother of Valerie?
Oh, he heard.
Tell them so, Valerie. Please, don't bother customers.
It's not a bother, right, everyone? We want to know what's going on here, too. Anyone want to know if they're her true parents? Me!
With all the customers involved, I can't force them to leave now, although I could expect this. Well, yes, they are my parents.
See?
She's my proud daughter.
They looked prideful, but didn't know what was going to happen next.
So you two were the notoriously mean parents of her.
What?
I tried to warn you.
You were freeloading at your brother's restaurant, complained at her school and other places, and embarrassed Valerie every chance you got.
Thank you for the summary.
What? That's none of your business.
We never.
You can never deny it, can't you? Oops, it's heating up. When I was with you, you would complain at the store or act like different customers. You made me feel embarrassed and uncomfortable around you. If I said something about it, I was called rebellious. If I refused to go with you, I was the bad girl. In a family with no common sense, I was the one on the receiving end of name-calling. I couldn't stand it.
That's not true. You lied because you were a troubled child and got us in trouble. You saw her bad attitude, right, Paige?
After you ate and drank, you refused to pay for it because you were family, and Valerie tried to straighten it out. Isn't that what you were talking about? But that was rather she looked fed up with you for refusing to pay.
But she was secretly working part-time. A normal girl wouldn't break school rules like that.
That's because you were reluctant to pay the fees you were supposed to pay to the school, and after several attempts from the school, you wouldn't pay no matter what. She worked part-time trying to make up for it. But that was found out and you blamed her again. Isn't that right, Valerie?
Yeah.
That's messed up.
That's a lie. Do you believe what a troubled child is saying?
No, her school teacher told me.
Oh.
But Valerie was rebellious. That's true. Look at her hair and clothes.
Huh? Are you really her parents? Her hair color can be washed out with shampoo. Her clothes were for the dance club and it should stand out. She wears hair natural at school. Only when she's dancing she uses highlights. She was doing normal in school. What is wrong with being in a dance club she loves and wearing a costume? They would visit an assisted care facility for the performance. She's super nice and kind. Only you would call her a troubled child.
Valerie was doing volunteer work too? I admire her more.
Auntie Paige, that was just between you and me. Oops, sorry. What I'm trying to say is that just because she likes to wear a dance costume, you don't try to see her true value. Besides, she spread the word about this restaurant and made us popular. She's smart, kind, a hard worker, and a great dancer. Please stop, Aunt Paige. But that's the truth. For those who believe their own unbelievable actions are normal, she may look like a troubled child. You live in a world that lacks common sense, and you think that's normal.
How dare you? And you're making money off other people's kids?
That's right. You should give us back the sales she made while she was here. There she goes. Another abnormal comment.
Yeah, I surely never heard such a thing.
Give us some money anyway.
She's right, or return our daughter. If Valerie isn't here, you can dance, Paige.
What do you say to that, Valerie? No way. I'm not going home. Thought so.
We're your parents. A minor has to obey their parents.
Yeah, and if not, we're going to sue you for child abduction or something. Oh, no. I'm just pretending to be scared.
Huh, how do you like that?
Suit yourself. By the way, where is that minor you're talking about?
Huh?
Rhonda, did you forget your daughter's age?
What? She's 18, right? So she knows.
Let me rephrase it. What's the definition of a minor? Huh? Under 20 years old, right?
You are ignorant for parents.
What do you mean?
With the recent change, a minor is under 18 years old in this state.
The change?
So you really didn't know. Valerie had her 18th birthday and she's no longer a minor. She can live anywhere she wants. It could have been different if you had come by sooner.
That can't be!
But we let you borrow our daughter, so you can at least return something to us.
Don't worry about it. I've been thinking about the return.
Oh, good. You could tell us sooner.
Sorry, I already told Valerie, though. After graduation, she can go to the dance school in New York.
Whoa!
Good reaction.
What about the return to us?
Oh, for you two? It's about $1,500.
That's it?
But it's better than nothing.
1,500 credit is due, remember?
Huh?
Of course, credit means you pay later.
Oh, no!
We came here to borrow money, and what's happening here?
What, did you expect us to lend you more money when you haven't paid us back at all?
Mikey, please help out your big sister.
No can do.
Don't you bother Valerie's guardian. Pay up your debt now.
Oh, we don't have any.
Just collect them. We'll be here waiting until you collect them. Don't even try to run.
Yes.
The in-laws then collected money and came back 3 hours later. In the meantime, we served them more food and entertained them with Valerie's dance performance, and we bonded even more. The in-laws were warned not to come near it again by a scary-looking customer. Seeing them leave crying, I was sure I wouldn't get involved with them anymore. Later, Valerie graduated from high school and got into the dance school she wanted to go to. Our customers continued to come even though they missed Valerie.
I wonder how Valerie is doing now.
She just wrote to us saying she's keeping herself busy with her dance and study. Thank you for being loyal customers even though she isn't here anymore.
This is Valerie's temple. Besides, ramen here is addictive. I'm a fan of Paige, so I'll come back forever.
What?
I loved the unique movement of yours. Now that Valerie is gone, I can't see that anymore.
Really? Well, in that case, maybe I could do a solo.
Yay! I'd love that!
Our little restaurant is full of laughter, thanks to Valerie. We'll be waiting for her to come back in a few years because this is her home.
Thank you for watching! What kind of crazy people will we get to see next? Stay tuned for more!